Minecraft has tons of tricks, and in this video, I combine the best ones. Instead of fighting armored zombies, lure them to water and watch as their armor floats straight to you. To collect honey from a beehive, you must first place a campfire under it. Now, you won't get chased by an army of bees. But you can create your own army of fillets by playing a jukebox, and once they are dancing, give one an amethyst shard. Yeah, just don't hand out too many. By adding the piercing enchantment to your crossbow, you can hit players directly through shields. Wearing a turtle shell helmet not only gives you an extra armor point, but extended water breathing as well. Shulker boxes also have some features up their sleeves. For sorting purposes, you can dye them in different colors, for example red for redstone and green for plants, or connect them to hoppers to sort out your already random inventory. Many people do not know that sculk blocks are an insane source of XP. Breaking these sculk blocks with sows makes it very efficient, especially with efficiency and unbreaking enchants. But did you know that wardens only spawn by naturally generated skulk shriekers? So placing a skulk shrieker inside your base is technically safe, and you can even prank your friends. Well, if you have friends. Throwing a splash potion of weakness and feeding a zombie villager a golden apple will curse a zombie back into a villager, and the nearby villagers will be very happy, and even give you discounts the next time you come trading with them. If you have seen any Minecraft speedrun, then you know that hay bales are extremely useful, providing beef for bread and absorbing 80% of fall damage for those epic MLG moments. Another item that can save you from fall damage is water, especially in the Nether. No, I'm joking, but an alternative is a bucket of snow, which doesn't instantly dry up in the Nether. And talking about snow buckets, combine them with leather boots to make a useful method of getting over Nether terrain. Yeah, just don't fall in the lava, because your leather boots won't save your life. You probably have a lot of useless enchanted items, such as swords and armor in your chest, maybe from piglins, or just looting in general. Well, if you take them to a grinder, you can unenchant them for crazy amounts of XP. When you finally find that buried treasure, make sure to take this thing here, the heart of the sea. Now, take some nautilus shells and combine them with the ball. Now take some prismarine and build a 5x5 structure like so. Now you have yourself an underwater beacon, with powers including night vision, water breathing, and faster mining. And it also looks extremely cool as well. Talking about the conduit, when exploring an ocean monument, build one of these, and makes exploration just that much easier. Trust me, you'll be thankful when you're swimming out of there on one heart. Most blocks can be broken with a normal pickaxe, but ender chests are just built different, as it becomes 8 obsidian when broken, so make sure to always carry some eyes of ender, or just bring a silk touch pickaxe wherever you go. What if I told you sea lanterns got new colors? Well, frog lights are currently the closest items that we have, and to obtain it, you must make a frog and a super small magma cube battle it out. During Nether exploration, always mine quartz blocks for guaranteed levels of XP, especially if you have mending on your armor and tools, giving you a boost in durability. Fire resistance potions do not protect you from taking damage from the blaze's melee attack, so make sure to take snowballs next time you fight a blaze, which doesn't really make sense, but it works. But throwing snowballs through fire makes it deal actual damage, and now you can build yourself a fully working archer tower. You can actually glitch yourself onto the top of the Nether using a ladder and an ender pearl, but good luck getting down. Wearing gold next to penguins instantly makes peace with them, making them great friends. But beware, if you drop any gold item other than an ingot, they will take it for themselves. Meanwhile, placing soul torches or soul campfires can repel these wonderful new friends. Bye. If you want the directions in your world underground or maybe at night, place down a sunflower and it'll always point east. With this you can find the other directions as well, and maybe you can find the Farlands. Combining an existing map and a glass pane creates an unchanging version of the map. Now you'll be able to remember how small your base was at the start. Instead of using the old method of smelting wet sponges in furnaces, simply place these sponges in the Nether and collect them back with a hoe for efficiency. Many players underrate campfires as they are the most coziest block in Minecraft. They can smelt food for you and create a wonderful atmosphere, especially when you step onto the fire. You can even light unlit campfires with just a flame arrow. Many players still do not know that the fire aspect enchantment is a furnace of its own. Next time you go hunting, you won't have to think about cooking. A basic smelting trick is to use lava as a fuel source, as it can last for way longer than coal, and you even get to keep the bucket. In Minecraft Bedrock, throwing a white banner at a pillager makes it drop its crossbow, but it'll be still hostile towards you, and chase you around throwing arrows. Quite powerful throws, I'm not gonna lie. Next time you're swimming next to a kelp forest, make sure to take some kelp with you. Once you arrive at your local village, take some time to compost the kelp in the composter for some free bone meal. And who doesn't like free bone meal? With the new Minecraft update, you will now be able to play mob sounds. When you place a mob head on an oak block, you will get a random sound from the mob. Now you'll be able to troll your friends with looping zombie sounds. Did you know that no blocks make different sounds depending on the note block below? Finally, you can make rush E in your world. If you're making a beacon, you can mix different ore blocks to make the process faster. Or do some mining off camera. Instead of bringing your almost broken shovel when mining, bring a couple of extra torches and place it under gravel for faster collection. Now that's an OG trick. But if you're mining for gold, I got some good news for you, as the Badlands biome has an insane amount of gold below its orangish hills. Water buckets have a lot of uses, but I bet you didn't know that you can easily collect chorus plants with just one water bucket, making collection way easier. If you combine a water bottle and dirt, it will make mud. But an easier way to get mud is just to go to your nearby mangrove swamp pile and dig up some mud. And combining the mud with wheat, you can create these unique mud blocks. Unless you got 100 buckets of milk, when fighting shulkers, make yourself some slow falling potions or enchant your feather falling boots. And trust me, slow falling potions actually change the play of the game, especially when you're trying to get that one elytra. Did you know that when a shulker is closed, it instantly gains 20 armor points, so make sure to wait for it to open, unless you have a sharpness 1000 sword. Shields can actually be enchanted with mending and unbreaking, which is quite useless to waste a mending book on some iron and wood, but you can still flex on your friends with an enchanted shield. Sleeping in the Nether is a very promising strategy, especially if you're trying to mine netherite, as it is highly blast resistant and will remain untouched. Yeah, and don't actually try sleeping in the Nether. You should know this already. The easiest way to obtain leads is by battling wandering traders, but be careful of the llamas, as they can deal quite some damage. Did you know if you throw a trident with channeling during a storm, you can actually transform pigs into zombie pigmen? Just don't try this near your pig farm. Lodestone is quite underused in many Minecraft worlds. If you use a compass on a lodestone, it will always point in that direction, making it extremely useful in the Nether. For example, marking portals. And you also get a cool enchanted compass as well. You can actually repair iron golems, simply by using iron ingots on them. And you'll see visual changes to the iron golem cells. But honestly, finishing them off is just easier. Splash potions of water can put out fires quickly and somewhat effectively, but the good thing about them is that they don't mess up your surroundings like the water bucket. These splash potions of water can also put out campfires. Many players know that the Frostwalker enchantment turns water into ice under their feet, but it also stops damage from campfires and magma blocks. So maybe you should rethink before calling it useless. Always throw splash potions up into the air instead of throwing them at the ground, as the duration is affected depending on how close you throw it. Maybe that is why your 8-minute splash potion of fire resistant only lasted for 10 seconds. Everyone uses the fortune enchantment while mining diamonds, but it also works on potatoes as well. Just look at how many potatoes I'm getting. And it also works on many other items as well, duplicating them in amount. But this next video will duplicate your XP after you use the methods you see there. See you there!